Hello viewers, I am Kausalya. Today we are going to solve exercise 8.2. So the first problem is evaluate the following. So the first one is sine 60 into cos 30 plus sine 30 into cos 60. So from the trigonometric table, we know the values for each and every term, right? So just substitute the values. So sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So just for your refreshment, let me show you the table one more time. You see this is your table, right? So it is obvious to remember all the values given here, right? So I had made a separate video for this. Even I'll provide the link of the video below this, right? So based upon these values, just we are going to substitute the values and we have to find the answer, right? So here sin 60 is root 3 by 2 and again cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Similarly sin 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is 1 by 2. So root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3. 2 into 2 is 4. Therefore 3 by 4 plus 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. So finally, since the denominators are same, we can add the numerators. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So 4 by 4 is equal to 1. Right. So now our second problem is, that is second part of first problem. 2 tan square 45 degree plus cos square 30 degree minus sin square 60 degrees. So here again, just from the table, you have to write down all the values. So tan 45 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2 and sin 60 is again root 3 by 2. Right. So here as we all know, the root 3 whole square is, that is root 3 into root 3 is 3. Therefore, this numerator becomes 3 and 2 square is 4. The same thing here, right? So, since the values are same but they are with the opposite sign, we can cancel them. So, the final answer is 2. Now, the third part of our first problem, that is cos 45 divided by secant 30 plus cosecant 30. So, just substitute the values, right? 1 by root 2, here 2 by root 3 plus 2. So the next step is, since in the denominator we are having an addition sign, we are taking LCM. So here it is simply 2 by 1. So here I am going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 3. Right. So 2 into root 3, here 1 into root 3. So here we have made the denominator term same. Right. Here also root 3, here also root 3. So the numerator we can directly add. Therefore 2 plus 2 root 3. Divided by root 3, right? So now I am moving this denominator term to the numerator. Therefore, it will appear as a reciprocal. So here it is root 3 divided by 2 plus 2 root 3, right? So again, when you write these two parts together, right? So 1 into root 3, it is root 3 and root 2 get multiplied by 2 plus 2 root 3, right? So here the next thing is, you see, in this part we are having 2 as common. So I am taking this 2 outside. So here you see we are having a 2 along with this root 2. So 2 root 2 into 1 plus root 3. Right. So now the next step is rationalizing. So here rationalizing is nothing but we are going to multiply this entire expression by another term with the sign opposite to this, right? Here we are having 1 plus root 3, but here we have to write it as 1 minus root 3, right? So root 3 by 2, they remain as such, right? So here we are multiplying by root 2 into 1 minus 3 divided by root 2 into 1 minus root 3, right? So here now the next step is, I am keeping this root 2 as such here and I am multiplying with this root 3 with 1 minus root 3, right? That is root 3 into 1 minus root 3 is getting multiplied. So root 3 into 1 is root 3 and root 3 into root 3 becomes simply 3 and this minus sign here, right? So in the denominator, you see again root 2 into root 2 becomes 2. Right. So 2 into 2 becomes 4. Therefore, here it is 4. And you see, here it is 1 plus root 3 and here it is 1 minus root 3. So what is the type? Here it is of the form a plus b and here it is a minus b. right? So therefore a plus b into a minus b becomes a square minus b square, right? So in the place of a I am having 1, and in the place of b I am having root 3 the whole square, right? So 1 square becomes 1 and root 3 the whole square becomes simply 3. So it is 1 minus 3. So this is what I had written here, right? So what is the value of 1 minus 3? Its answer is minus 2, right? So 4 into minus 2 becomes minus 8. And here we are simply multiplying. Root 2 into root 3 becomes root 6. And root 2 into minus 3 becomes minus 3 root 2. Right. So here again, here I am having minus 8 at the bottom. Right. So now I am going to multiply with this minus sign, that is minus 1, for both the numerator and denominator. Right. So what happens here is, you see, this entire part is multiplied by minus 1. Right. So minus 1 divided by here also minus 1. So when you multiply this term by minus 1, what happens? You see, minus 1 into root 6 becomes minus root 6, and minus 3 root 2 into minus 1 becomes plus 3 root 2. Right. So this is what I had written here. Right, here or here, both the things same. So plus 3 root 2 minus root 6 divided by, you see, minus 8 into minus 1 becomes plus 8. Right. So here you see, when you look at this problem, since we cannot find a simple solution, right? You see, since we are having some complicated terms here, we are rationalizing and finally simplifying in this format, right? Because in maths, what to say, even you can say this as an answer, but the better way is, since we are having numbers in both the numerator and denominator, right, we are trying to express the answer in a positive way, right? That's the reason why here we are multiplying this term with the minus 1 on both numerator and denominator, and finally this is our answer, right? Now fourth question of our first problem, sin 30 plus tan 45 minus cosecant 60 divided by secant 30 plus cos 60 plus cot 45. So again the same thing, so just substitute the values, right? Once the values are substituted, you see here we are having plus and minus signs, therefore it is compulsory to take LCM, right? You see, for this we are having one element as 2 and another element as root 3. Therefore, the denominator should be 2 root 3. Right. So here 2 is already present. So here this term should get multiplied by root 3. Therefore, root 3 plus here it is 1. That is, denominator is also 1. Right. So therefore, we are going to multiply this number by 2 into root 3. Therefore, here it is 1 into 2 root 3 is 2 root 3. And here we are having already root 3. Therefore, this number should get multiplied by 2. So here it is 2 into 2 becomes 4. Okay, the same minus here. Right. Now we are going to take LCM for this denominator term. Again, you see here we are having 2 and here we are having root 3. Therefore, here it is 2 root 3. And since root 3 is already present, we have to multiply by 2. So 2 into 2 becomes 4, and here already 2 is present, so we have to multiply by root 3. Therefore, here plus, therefore plus root 3. Right, here there is nothing, so we have to multiply it by 2 into root 3. Okay, the whole term divided by 2 root 3. Now, 2 root 3 plus 1 root 3 becomes 3 root 3. Right, therefore 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 2 root 3. And here also you see 2 root 3 plus 1 root 3 becomes 3 root 3. Therefore, 4 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2 root 3. Now again you see both the denominator terms are same, so they get cancelled. So here the answer is 3 root 3 minus 4 divided by 4 plus 3 root 3. Right. So again we are going to rationalize. Right. So we are going to multiply this number by 4 minus 3 root 3 divided by 4 minus 3 root 3. We are going to do both. Okay. We are going to multiply both the numerator as well as the denominator. So this is the term. Right. So when you consider the numerator, they are the both, that is the two terms are totally different, so we have to do multiplication. But whereas when you look at the denominator, again this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, right? So what is the value of a? It is 4. What is the value of b? It is 3 root 3. So when you multiply here, you have to write it as a square minus b square, right? So in the place of a, I am having 4. Therefore here you see 4 square minus, right, here also minus b square. In the place of b, 3 root 3 the whole square, right? So when you look at this denominator, you see 4 square becomes 16. And what about 3 root 3 the whole square? You see how to take square root for this term? 3 root 3 the whole square. So what that is? 3 square into root 3 the whole square. So 3 square is 9. Root 3 square is 3. So 9 3s are 27. Right. Therefore here it is 16 minus 27. Right. So this numerator you have to multiply as usual. You see how to multiply? If you feel little bit discomfort in multiplying these two numbers together, multiply separately. That is, first multiply root 3 minus 4 by 4 alone. Right. Just let me show you. You see 3 root 3 minus 4 multiplied by 4 first. So 4 3s are 12. So 12 root 3 minus 4 4s are 16. Right. Now the next thing is you have to multiply the same term with, you have to multiply that with 3 root 3. Right. So just write it. So here what happens? 3 root 3 into 3 root 3. That is 3 root 3 whole square. Just now we have calculated, its answer is 27. Right. So minus 4 into 3 root 3. 4 3s are 12. So here it is 12 root 3. Right. So here it is 27 minus 12 root 3. Right. So then you can write both the answers together. So first write down this answer. Right. So the next thing is, you see here we are having a minus 3 root 3. So just you have to reverse the sign of the second answer. So here it will be minus 27 plus 12 root 3. Right. So this is what I had written here. Minus 27 plus 12 root 3. Now again combine these two terms together. So 12 root 3 plus 12 root 3 becomes 24 root 3. And minus 16 minus 27. So both are with the minus sign, so that you can add these two numbers with minus. So put minus here. 16 plus 27 gives you 43. Divided by again 16 minus 27 gives you minus 11. Right. So again the same thing, whenever you are having a negative sign in the denominator, just multiply both the numerator and denominator by minus 1. Right. So when you multiply, what happens? This 24 root 3, that is plus 24 root 3 into minus 1 becomes minus 24 root 3. And again minus 43 into minus 1 becomes plus 43. So it is written in reverse, right? Positive number first followed by negative. Right? You can write either way. Even you can write minus 24 root 3 plus 43. Everything gives the same meaning. Right? Now minus 11 into minus 1 becomes plus 11. Right? This is your answer for this problem. Right. Now we will move on to the next part. This is our fifth part, right? 5 cos square 60 plus 4 secant square 30 minus tan square 45 divided by sin square 30 plus cos square 30. So again the same thing. Here we are having some extra numbers. That's it. Write the number as such, and value of cos 60 is 1 by 2. Since we are having square, put a square here. Similarly 4 and secant 30 is 2 by root 3. Again there is a square, therefore write a square. Minus tan 45 is 1, therefore it is 1 square. So again sin 30 is 1 by 2 whole square plus cos 30 is root 3 by 2 the whole square. Right. So the next thing is, so 1 by 2 becomes, when you square it becomes 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 multiplied by 5. Right? Can you get 5 into this 1 by 2 whole square? 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. Therefore, we can write it as 5 by 4 plus. So here 4 and 2 square becomes 4 and root 3 the whole square becomes 3. Minus 1 square is 1. So again 1 by 2 square is 1 by 4 plus root 3 by 2 is 3 by 4. Right. Now again we have to take LCM. So here the thing is we are multiplying and we are making it as a single number, then we will go for LCM. So here 5 by 4 plus 4 into 4 is 16. Right, we can take it as 4 by 1. So 4 into 4 is 16, 1 into 3 is 3. Therefore here 16 by 3 minus 1 divided by here 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. We are writing those terms as such. Now the next step is we are going for LCM. So here 4 into 3 is 12. Right. So 12 is the LCM. Right. So here we are having 4 already. So we are multiplying by 3. So 5 into 3 becomes 15. Here we are having 3. So we are multiplying by 4. So 16 into 4 is 64. So here we are simply having 1. So I have to multiply by with 12. So here it is minus 12 divided by 12. And here since the denominator terms are same, we can directly add. So 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 becomes 4 by 4. Right. Now when you simplify, how to simplify? Here two numbers are with a positive sign and another one is with negative sign. So first add these two numbers. Right. 15 plus 64. What is the answer? Here it is 79. Right. Then you have to subtract 12. So minus 12. So 9 minus 2 is 7 and 7 minus 1 is 6 here. Right. Therefore here the answer is 67 by 12 and 4 by 4 they become 1. So here the final answer is 67 by 12 here. If this number is divisible by 12, then we will be getting the answer as a single number, not as a ratio. Since 67 is not divisible by 12, we are leaving this answer as such. Right. So here comes the end of this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.